Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. And I mean, I don't know what your feelings were about last night, but I mean, I'd say it's just kind of like a normal Monday. If anyone's watching, I think that's there was a glitch at work and then I got the full one there. So that was exciting. That's never happened before. Don't know what the hell causes it, but at least it's putting a smile on my face today. That's a new one. Um, but I mean, I did think, I'm not everyone, I got a lot of people telling me that I just butcher it, the product. But I mean, there was some good stuff, but I mean, there was more of that, like, what the hell was the point? Yeah, it actually saw, or we saw it coming. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. Not my fault that I can think of exactly what they're gonna do. I mean, and all of us wrestling fans, like, we have a lot of ideas we can give out at Cena that we wouldn't see coming and they wouldn't see coming. But they never do that. They do all the most predictable stuff you could do. And then somehow I'm the bad guy for calling them out. Not my fault they had people on the edge of their seat every week. We didn't know what the hell was going to happen during a certain era. But, overall, wasn't, I mean, like the worst, if it's still watchable, yeah, kind of. Granted, I was watching it really, really early in the morning. When you're half dead, everything's easier to watch. But at least it was like these same people. It wasn't like, oh, these idiots in 2.0. So at least there's that going for me. But started out with Lashley and MVP. And again, Lashley, when he wants to talk, sounds really, really good. I wouldn't put this at his best, but definitely one of his worst performance. MVP, we know he can talk. I just thought it was funny that, them talking about the younger generations, disrespect. We got like all the old guys, black and gold in 2.0. How about the young guys having no respect? And then there they are doing it there. But as we all expected, KO, Seth, and Big E all end up interrupting them at some point, talking about, him saying he deserves to be in the title match and why they say, he doesn't, he does, whatever. And I mean, then shockingly enough, Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville showed up to announce that if he beat all three of them in singles matches, that he would then be in the title match at day one. It would go from a triple threat to a fatal four-way. I tried to say that as good as I could, because again, who the hell didn't see that coming after last week? Like, unless you've never watched it before, but then even if you watch an episode or so and you see that, you probably saw it coming. But again, not a bad thing as long as they put on good matches to get there. It's okay. But acting like it's this big surprising thing, like, again, that's why I used to not watch the TV. I'll just watch the pay-per-views, regardless if I had other times where I had TV and cable. Still didn't watch it. Just watch the pay-per-views because I knew exactly what was coming anyway. Sorry for all those people that I guess are half brain cells or something. They can't see it coming, but it is what it is. Then we went from that foreseeable stuff to Riddle and Orton backstage, which is always gold. I don't know what it is. He had his Blazers. There was Randy. How about expanding their horizons and how they should start a podcast, or let's say become shamans, which I will say, too late, buddy. I mean, if we weren't going to pull out some old person from pulling out Riddle, it did put a smile on my face, at least to see that on 2.0. At least it was Riddle to see what they do with it to ruin it, but at least made me laugh. But yeah, a little late on that. And then following that, Otis, with Chad Gable, there defeated Riddle, who had Randy in his corner. Really, the big takeaway is I think that Riddle's knee strikes are some of the best, like, that just look good to me. But Otis is, just a boulder and hits him with a slam and it's over. Randy, sneaks in, tries to get the RKO. He gets flung off RKOs. Gable catches the back elbow and is laid out. I will say, at least Gable there on the outside, that's his guy and all, like, being the hype man for Otis. Like, he's good at it. He's very, I find him entertaining, and I never understood again, why they use Jason Jordan in the Kurt Angle thing, or why they had Jordan was the one looking, trying out all these different people to be in, American Alpha with him. Like, because I always thought Gable was better in the ring and more charismatic and all, talk better. Didn't sound like he was talking straight out of his nose like the whole time. So good on him. And him and Otis, I mean, the different side of Otis. Maybe, hopefully, though, this time Otis will actually get to be champions. Like the tag titles. Hopefully he actually gets something out of this and they actually give them the ball just to see what they do with it at some point. Doesn't have to be now. Because they just gave RK Bro a song, so I don't see it happening now, but somewhere down the line, as we could say, at least got that. For how long Heavy Machinery is running around, and then the Mandy stuff and the briefcase and losing it to Miz, and just all of it. After he went through all that nonsense, at least give him something. Is all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for a lot of things. I don't ask for a lot of things. I'm a simple guy. I give him something. Bianca defeated Doudrop. Wasn't greatest match, wasn't the worst. I'll just say the crowd really didn't seem to care, except for the big spots. Like, it was really a quiet crowd to my ear. That could just be my ear, but they seemed really, really just not into it. And that's what I'm basing it on. A lot of it is crowd reaction, and it's just and then after, I mean, there was a bigger response to Doudrop running out of Gorilla after the match and attacking Bianca from behind on the stage as she celebrated, and then mocking her. I mean, there's more of a response to that than most of the match. I know they're bringing, they went and did the copyright on Piper Nevin, so trademark, sorry, whatever. To see, so they can start doing so. So maybe they're going to turn her, back, be a heel, and then she'll be back to that and drop the whole Doudrop thing, which I'm okay with her dropping the whole Doudrop thing. I thought it was stupid in the first damn place, but looks like that's where they're going, possibly. So we'll see if they do it. But again, it was just one of those. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the worst. It was just another one of those nights. Sadly. Or that really made do. Moved on to Lashley defeating KO by submission. And there were two takeaways from that. One, them on commentary, like, I don't know who the hell was in the rear. I mean, we all know who was in the rear, but trying to push that Lashley was somehow the underdog in any of that after how much they built him up between the end of last year and this year. Like, how much they made him be this unstoppable thing. Some, like, I don't think he was beating people 2-on-1. Like, he's supposed to be, like the underdog and all this. Like, we all, like, after how much you built him up before, no, he's never going to be the underdog. It wasn't going to work no matter how much you said it. So that was dumb. Just like having, Cedric and Shelton be there to help him that one time. And then, Goldberg thing was over. Suddenly the Hurt Business, they're just gone again. That was kind of cute. But like, trying to just overplay all night, they did it as him being the underdog. Like, it's Lashley. They built him up to be this big thing. We all knew where it was going. Like, and no one believed that he was the underdog. I mean, I guess there's still people that really believe, but I just thought that was a dumb move. Like, it's Lashley. Oh, he's the almighty and he can stop anything. Like, and then they're doing that. But other than that, I really did, minus the look on Lashley's face after it happened, but I did like seeing KO tap to the Hurt Lock and squirrel out of the ring before he even got a chance to, lock it in, because you don't see people doing that, like, ever, just to save themselves. So good on KO. I like that a little bit there, again, just because you don't see it every single week. That's probably why I liked it so much. But doing that, saved himself, a little smart thing, a little haha, moment. But just if that makes any sense, you get it. But playing him as the underdog, I just don't get it. But good on KO. Let them saying, how about I do this? Because again, it was just one of those, you don't see it a million times over. So it was nice to see, just for a random, moment. How about that? Or change of pace, whatever the hell you want to call it. It was good to see it. It was a good change of pace. So good on him. Bex, comes out in the one piece thing. There with her long jacket, coat, whatever the hell. But going after the crowd and even the girl from last week that looked like she was going to kill people. Like she was just so hurt. So good on her doing that for everyone turning on her. Not sure if it was the really fast match at SummerSlam or coming out there just said, well, you're going to be healed this time. So, I mean, doing things to get that. But if she came back as just the regular man, people would have loved her. And I'm sure people would still be behind Bianca if she ended up turning heel. But, we'll never know. Liv interrupts, challenges her to rematch day one, goes on the attack. The bad, just Becky putting her arm in the gap between the stairs and the thing and just kicking the hell out of it like it's breaking her arm. And miraculously, unlike Nia, I don't know about you people that read all the things, people that are allegedly hurt. And they see all the people, they need to fire her for doing that. Like all the people that still believe. Like it was amazing how this time, after she, did that, just stomped the hell out of the stairs like it was doing something, how many people were like, yeah, and we all know she isn't hurt. Like we're talking about how bad it looked. It wasn't, the normal, they need to get rid of her and fire her. She's like, this is all like, yeah, that just looked bad. We know she's not hurt. So, it was good to see, even the wrestling fans online. I went like just sitting there, what, someone's got to say something stupid. And I scrolled for a while because comments, I don't know about any of you people, but comments on any post, they can make you mad, they can make you laugh, and then they leave you dumbfounded. But even some of the dumbfounded ones, you started laughing because what else is there to do? And like all of them are going, yeah, like, no, bro. Like, well, we've seen worse things. So, but sets up the match for day one. So, gives Liv another match, see what she's got. I mean, do they keep on doing a push or she's suddenly going to get future endeavored? I mean, who knows? But, it's putting her arm there and like pretending that she like crippled her. Just, I don't know. Moved on to AJ, who wasn't ready to give up on Amos. So Amos shows up. They're apparently back together. Ziggler and Rude defeat Balor and the United States Champion Priest by pinfall. And then we do their favorite thing, which is cutting to some other segment while everyone's in the ring and the thing's getting ready to go. With, Dana and her 24/7 title and Reggie at the park saying, he wants to teach her secrets and they should, do it over hot chocolate and whatever. And there's, Truth in a ghillie suit and Tozawa in a snowman suit. And Reggie gets them so Dana can run off. You're supposed to believe that Dana Brooke fought off Tamina. No offense to Dana or Tamina, but yeah. And he saw Dana hit that, trampoline too to go jumping away and running with Reggie. So whatever, as long as they keep dragging it out, I guess, and doing something with the story. Really, it just seems like it's mostly just Tozawa and Truth saying they're doing the you thing at each other. It seems to be the big point of it all because it always has to get in there. But it is what it is. The 24/7 title. I just can't believe Dana Brooke fighting off Tamina. Like Tamina really wanted to. Like, not going to happen ever, 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 ever. That brings us back to the ring. It wasn't really a bad match. I mean, again, one of the greatest things. It wasn't like bad. It was just then here comes Theory to distract Balor. Balor gets caught with a zigzag. Ziggler and Rude win. Theory gets the selfie. He runs off before Priest can attack, and the same stupid stuff. And it just hurts my head. And Queen Zelina with Carmella defeated Rhea, Ripley with Nikki ASH, and I don't even know what the hell the point of that whole entire thing was. Besides, let's let Zelina talk, and that the whole thing was just stupid. Like it was that long, and it was all stupid. But moving on, I don't even understand the point of it. It was dumb. Lashley defeated Rollins. Again, we all saw it coming. It wasn't a great match, but it wasn't the worst. I will say I did like seeing KO come out and attack Seth so that he could win by DQ over Lashley. It was a good little touch. And to have KO doing all those things there. But we all knew that they were going to come out, restart the match, no DQ match. And of course, the second Seth turns around, he's going to get hit by a spear and get pinned. Like the second, it's a no DQ match. But once KO attacks, we know someone's coming. And it was, we all saw it coming. But I think the main event at day one is going to, make up for it through they have in the ring. But like once he came out and did it, really, like they're restarting it. The second they restart it, like they always do when they restart him, the person standing by the ropes going, "Are you kidding me?" gets taken out within 3 seconds of them restarting it. Like it happens every single time. Literally, like every time. But again, I think the main event at day one should definitely make up for it at least. Because, I mean, you got Big E, Lashley, who's, again, I think this is definitely his best run character wise and matches. Like he was having some great ones with everybody, even making he was giving for even Xavier and Hell in a Cell. Like he was doing really good stuff. So and then you add Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens to it. Like that should be a great match. Especially it's fatal 4 weeks, and anyone can do anything. So I think they're going to make up for some of the like you don't say moments that we're having, but. Yeah, it wasn't the worst thing though. Again, everyone's talented. It's just this is the hand they're dealt. So, more stupid when we get Theory, busting into Vince's office, interrupts, Vince with Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz, and really all we learned was Vince isn't his friend. Vince apparently has no friends and doesn't want any friends. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. No one believes it, and they isn't impressed by him. Yeah, still. I've never really liked it. And I do shout out to, Bailey for saying the same thing that I did with the whole selfies and all that. Like, there's only one Prince Pretty doing the selfie stick and all that. And Tyler Breeze did it. He put way more effort into it. So, yeah, not a big fan of it. Maurice is on Miz TV. She introduces the Miz. They have the video packs. You talk about it should be the headliner of the Hall of Fame Class 22, unless he's a cripple or he died. I don't know. Like he's playing it good. And I thought Edge on the mic again, the whole thing, between them was better than the first one. But again, the first one was coming right off of AEW and the pretty much saying the same thing they did on AEW. So that kind of killed it, but was still better than that. Yeah. And again, it was better than the first one. It was pretty much like a ripoff of AEW. So it's not really saying much, and it was better, but it was still better than that. The attack goes on. Miz uses Maurice to block Edge going for a spear and ends up hitting a skull crushing finale. And then at least he got slapped. So Maurice slapped him for using him as using her as a human shield. So there is that one little glimmer of hope in all of that. But again, just so much dumb. And then Lashley with MVP defeated Big E in the no DQ match. Again, who didn't see that coming, but out of the 3 matches that they had, I'd say by far, like by leaps and bounds, that was the best of the 3 matches that they had Lashley have between him and KO, him and Seth, and him and Big E. I'd say Big E was bar none way better than the first 2, better than the first 2 combined, really, to me. And we knew that, Seth and KO were going to get involved and attack Lashley to try to keep him out. Big E then fighting them off so he could beat Lashley on his own. Pretty sure E gave KO a Uranagi to put him through the table outside the ring. Lashley spears Seth through the one in the corner inside the ring. They do their standoff thing. And then shocker, you didn't see this coming. MVP comes in and hits E in the back of the knee with his cane. Big E gets speared. Match is over. It's a fatal 4-way now. Didn't see that coming. We all knew they were going to attack in the way they have E going. We all knew that he was going to, fight them off so that he could beat him on his own. And then we were going to have this match. Like we all knew it was happening. Everyone knew it was happening. Anyone with a brain knew it was happening. Sorry to you people that didn't know it happening. No offense. You should have saw it coming. It's really just the bad thing about a lot. Like we all knew the second that happened last week. And you were saying that, he should be in the title match. We all knew it was going to happen. I mean, there's going to be one way or the other. They're going to beat all 3 of them, whatever. He's going to do it. There's no way in hell they're not going to have him in it now from doing this. So we all knew it was happening. I still think it's going to be, a great match. I'd say main event, but we all know that's going to be Roman and Brock. But it's going to be, they should be able to put on a really good match, possibly tear the house down just with who they're going to have in the ring altogether. Because again, people love Big E. Lashley, we all know what he could do as a monster. And Seth and KO, I mean, they go out and, you know, normally put on great matches. Pay per views, they put on great matches. So, you know, we all saw it coming. We all knew it was going to happen. But the match in the end point, I think, is going to be really good. Are we going to have Dewdrop finally go back to Piper Nevin and drop the Dewdrop thing and have like a run as a heel? Like that'd be a good change of pace because I hated the whole Dewdrop thing. Except for when she put, when she irritated the holy snot out of, Eva, like put her in her place. Like, well, Eva shouldn't have been back. They shouldn't be giving money to any of that. So there was that. Tag titles. Otis and Gable, I don't think they're going to get it this time, but I think they'll get it at some point. AJ and Moss are back together. See what they do with. I don't think Becky's losing to Liv, but another match. See how they end up doing that. Who knows? We never get thing just so she can hold on to it for a little bit, or even have her hold on to it and have Becky have to win the. I don't know. I think Becky's gonna obviously end up winning it, defending. See Bailey maybe coming back at the Rumble. I don't mean she comes back that quick. All power in the world to her for coming back that quick. A lot of options they could do with all of that. So I really don't see Liv winning. No offense to Liv and all the people that want to see her do it. I just don't think it's the right time or the right fit or the right person to beat Becky. And have her do it here, and then she, wins it back at the Rumble, and Bailey comes out and wins the Rumble and sets up, like something like that. There's all that stuff that could happen. Don't forget, I mean, it's still seen Asuka in a while, so there's that too. Like, there's a lot going on there. Rhea and Nikki, and just that stupidity that is the women's tag team division. Who cares what they're going to do with that? Some good takeaways, but really, I just say it was a normal blah night. Like, we all saw everything coming. So, I mean, no offense to them, we all did. No one could say they didn't see 98% of that coming. And if you didn't, where the hell have you been for forever? Because they've been doing the same stuff repeatedly over and over again all the time. But not trying to pick on anyone. But with all that, tomorrow, it's going to be 2.0, and a winner is coming. That is not a Game of Thrones reference for anyone keeping track at home. Preview show. It should be really, really good if it goes how it's planned to be. Regardless, I think it's going to be great. So don't forget to check that one out. Don't forget to share this out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and repeat on all videos. And again, if you're listening to this or you're watching it, you're not like, they hate me in the algorithm. They really, really do. And they're not notifying like anyone of either of my shows. So please make sure you go on the page on Facebook, check it out, and then share it out yourself. All the links just so it gets to more people, because they really, literally are doing me zero favors on either shows. I get the one, but I don't get this one. So do that. Enjoy the rest of your night. Again, let me know what you think about it. Share it out. Subscribe on all the pages. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. And to the new listeners in Australia, I noticed, I appreciate you. Please also don't forget to share it out, to everywhere you can. Get more eyes and ears on it. It helps me out greatly. But thank you for joining. However you heard about it, please stick around and enjoy the rest of your night. Try to enjoy 2.0, no matter how much it makes you want to put your head through a wall. At least it does me. Listen to real music and not Migos. And I'll be back tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of your night. Please don't forget, like, share, comment, and repeat. And I'll be back tomorrow. So peace.